What's going on, guys? Welcome to Breaking 80 Comfort Zone, and this is going to be my first tutorial for 2014. So, without any further ado, let's get to it. Alright, let's get to the trick. Well, now these are just a standard deck of cards. There's no doubles, there's no marks on the cards, it's all normal. And the trick basically goes something like this. So, this is actually a true story. I was actually playing poker with a few mates, and I don't know what, one thing led to another, and basically the guy said, "Oh, show me a trick." And I didn't want to, do anything fancy, so I just started shuffling the cards, and I said, okay, well, I said there's different ways of shuffling. Like you got the riffle shuffle, you got the overhand shuffle, and you got some other fancy type of cut shuffles, and all that. So I said, well, every different person shuffles in a different way. So for example, like if I was to shuffle the cards, I'll shuffle them face up and face down. And my mate goes, "What do you mean?" Well, watch. So I balanced the cards on his hand like so. And I took the cards from the bottom and I balanced them on top. And then I squared them up and I said to him, "Now we got cards that are back to back." And he's like, yeah. So what I did was I grabbed a random card from the middle. And I said, okay, so we got the 6 of hearts here. So watch. I'm going to tap it 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Turn it over. Just like that. The cards have restored themselves. Yeah, this trick here is one of my favourite tricks. It's sort of a triumph effect. If you don't know what that is, I said you should go find out. No, I'm joking, I'll tell you. What it basically is you mix up cards face up and face down, and then you magically restore the deck so they're all, face in one way. Anyway, there's a lot of different routines you can do with this trick. I'll leave it up to you or what you want to do. So, yeah, let's get to it. Also, before I teach you how it's done, this is not my own trick, so I don't take credit for it. It's been done by heaps of magicians, but I forgot the name of the trick, so I'm going to call it the Invisible Triumph. Alright, now let's get to it. So you can start off by shuffling the deck, doesn't really matter, and because there's no sleight of hand, there's no nothing. Anyway, so you show the deck that it's all face up. I prefer to show it like this because one of the major moves is pretty much happens to happen in your hand. So when you're showing the card, when you get to the last card, you kind of want to get a pinky break underneath it. So I'll show you how that's done. So you spread through the cards, la da da da. Okay, so now you come to the last few cards, you surely show them, and then as you show that there's nothing in this card, as you're coming back, your pinky goes underneath, so that's what it looks like without the cards covering up. It's a completely invisible move, so you don't see it. If you time it right, that's the really important thing. So you come in, now's a good time to do it. So now you've got the pinky. I'm going to over exaggerate this for you so it's easier. Okay, there's it back. So now that you've got the your pinky break, it's time to do pretty much the only move you have to do in this trick. So I'll do it exposed without the deck. So you have your pinky break underneath this card, your deck's on top, and what you're doing is you're basically, as you're squaring the deck, you're pushing this down slightly, so it's a bit further down. And what that leaves you is with this. Now this is invisible from your left side, as you can see. And you pretty much got, you're very limited to what you got, but front and left, completely invisible. That doesn't really matter. You can have people from all sides of you and they won't see as long as you hide it well and use your misdirection well. Alright, so now, here's the second move. This is another easy move. What you basically want to do is have this card, leave this card, but you want to have the whole deck flip over. So you want to show the back of the cards. As you're showing the back, you just hide it. And that was done sloppy, so I'll do it again. And there you go. now you're in this position. So you got all your cards are back except for the bottom card. So now what you want to do is you want to, you know, talk about shuffling or whatever you want to do, and then you just make sure you get the first portion you cut off is upside down, and you bounce upside down on top of your hand. As you're doing that, you turn the whole deck around. So now you're left like this, with the bottom card, which is flipped, which you just flipped over, is turned over. Now once that is, as you're doing that, you place this on top to misdirect this, and you say, now this card, these cards I'm going to bounce in my hand and they're facing up, and I'm going to grab the next packet and bounce it on top. Now this is kind of risky because you're going to be careful that this top card doesn't slide around, so you got to do it very, very carefully. So we're in this position, flip the cards over, the turn, bounce on top of your hand, grab, place on top, and then you square up. Now I'll do it one more time so you guys can understand it, but I'll do it in like a fast motion. Oops. And then you can square up the deck. So now the trick's pretty much done. This is what we have. So now all our main goal is to flip over this card. And don't worry, and then now to misdirect them to get to do the little secret, another secret move, which is easy. You go, so now we've got both sides that are face to face, and they'll agree with you. And as you do that, you just pretty much change your grip and just say, now I'm going to take a card from the middle, which you're not, which you're taking the card from the bottom. And you go, so now here we go, we've got the 5 of clubs. Now watch, I'm going to tap the card 5 times, I'm going to do a magic wave, do whatever you want to do, doesn't matter. So I'll do the tap 5 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn over, give a click, and now the cards are ready, nicely shuffled. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the triumph effect, the invisible triumph we shuffle. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe, and have a nice day. Take care of yourselves.